Hello and welcome back to the Triple Double with your host Cam.
Joe's back again.
Jack's here, guys.
And we're going to delve into another week of basketball
NBA behaviour.
with a big story that's coming out in that Frank Vogel was playing for his job on Monday.
Yeah, I saw that. And then Russ had to pull through for him.
Russ did pull through.
Yeah.
They won, but what do you think, guys?
Was it convincible enough, though?
I'd say so.
Yeah, they won convincingly.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the fact that it's taken him to have pressure on the line of the game to then push through and then want to...
I wouldn't even say it's him. I'd say it's more the players. It's taken the media to come out and say, yeah, he's coaching for his job tonight.
Yeah.
It's taken that. The players have reacted to that and gone, actually, no, we don't want him to go. But it shouldn't have to be that way. The Lakers should want to have to play week in, week out.
Well, that's what we delve on when we talk about the whole ego thing of that team. That team is toxic and just like, I don't understand why it is. You'd think all those players want to play together. I know I say this every time we talk about it. And you think, why not just play?
Yeah.
Like, just make a team. You could be known as one of the best teams to ever play the game if you were to actually like play properly and not be selfish. I know Russ needs to understand that you need to shadow LeBron in a way.
He can't be the numbers guy anymore. He needs to actually adapt to that team role.
He's an individual great in the NBA.
I think
team great, nah.
Yeah, I think at the moment, this is like every week we're talking about Lakers at the moment, but it's just because they're, for how good they were meant to be at the start of the year, with all like the trades and that being made, West and Melo and Carmelo coming in and everything. You're thinking, they're building. It's old, but it's a strong, solid outfit.
Yeah. It's a ready to go championship
it's not like,
team.
It's not going to take like two years to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think the reason we need to talk about Frank Vogel exactly though is the fact that he has brought a ring to Los Angeles. Do you know what I'm saying? He hasn't.
Yeah.
He deserves that thing of that respect to think, why are they not playing for him? Or is it individuality? Is it him? Can he not hold all those egos?
No,
I don't know. I mean, you look at it when he won that ring. He won the ring with LeBron, AD, Dwight Howard, Rondo.
Yeah.
All right, like there's not many big egos there.
Caruso.
Caruso. Forgot about the bald eagle.
Caruso.
You know what I mean? But there's four massive egos. There. He handled that nicely. All right. He thought, but it didn't work out last season, obviously.
What was that with the what's it called?
I mean,
that was with the play-in and stuff. I think they made the playoffs last year. I don't think they had to play in. This year they're going to have to play in definitely.
I mean,
I read something. It might be in a bubble, doesn't it? Yeah.
I think what he's tried to do was he's tried to go, you know what, that team that worked for my ring with Rondo, with Dwight Howard, he's brought them all back thinking, I can do the same again.
But what he's forgetting is that
he's brought, there's other players there now.
Yeah. That team that won him the ring, he had a lot of young core coming off the bench with energy. Yeah. Now he hasn't got that. He's got a Carmelo Anthony coming off the bench. Don't get me wrong, he's still a baller. He's coming off the bench nicely, which is fine. He's kind of sunk into that sixth role at Portland when he was at Portland last season as well.
Yeah.
Being there, he kind of just understood that. Okay,
he does his bit.
I've already been at my prime. I'm starting to decline now. I know where my role is.
Yeah. And
he understands that. Hence why he is doing so well at Los Angeles still, because he does understand that he has to be a six man.
Yeah.
You can't start.
Then you got to think, all right, I've got Dwight Howard, I've got DeAndre Jordan, and I've got Anthony Davis when he's fully fit. Which one of them do I start at centre?
And the problem is, you leave one of those out, one of them will probably get in a half.
And this is at the start of the season. AD and Dwight Howard had a
very
heated. They got very heated after the game.
But I'm not gonna lie, right? Now I think Dwight Howard's washed.
He's had his time. He's had his
nearly
time.
40, I swear.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the one you got.
Again, I think he's there because he brings that thing of what the Lakers had when they won their ring. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was there. He was that big figure that was there with LeBron. Yeah. They worked together. They made that team strong through their experience. Obviously, I know Dwight hadn't won a ring, but he'd been there. He'd done stuffs in the finals and shit like that.
Dwight Howard just brings that kind of scary presence towards him. He's big. He's big in terms of muscular. He's tall. He was Superman at one point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he just has that presence about him. Like, I'm Dwight Howard. You're not getting past me.
Yeah, exactly. It sets the tone for the team. I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, as well, you're saying convincingly, but I've just looked into like the box score properly.
Yeah.
There is in the starters 2 players got double points.
which was Bron and Russ.
Which was Bron and Russ.
They had like 35 each.
Yeah.
No. Bron had 25, and Westbrook had 15.
I was thinking of another night. They had 35 each.
But then Ariza had 4.
Big up.
Bradley had 9.
Big up.
And Howard had 4.
Big up.
Not even double-digit rebounds either.
Yeah, it's great.
That's what I'm saying. So if we're going to bench one of these centres,
you bench
well,
Dwight
it's got to be
Howard.
Dwight Howard to be benched.
All right, but then you got DeAndre Jordan that's just sitting there.
He'll be your
Yeah, I
centre
don't know.
off the bench.
I don't know why they signed him.
Neither do I.
Was it a thing of like
I think
numbers just in case?
I think they had to fill the roster up because obviously you have to have the 16, 15 man roster every season. I think they just had to fill that roster up, and on top of that, I think they were kind of reacting to the Cavs in a sense. The Cavs getting obviously Markin and bringing Tarko in, then drafting Mobley, already having Jarrett Allen there. I think they kind of thought, all right, if this is the way that the league is going now in terms of just having 3 massive players,
one that can shoot a minimum,
we should follow that as well.
Yeah,
but they haven't. They've done it in the wrong way. They brought Dwight Howard in and DeAndre Jordan. That's great.
Yeah,
but you can't start both of them because then you've got LeBron, AD. Where are they going to play? Then you got Westbrook. It doesn't work.
I mean, you can sort of play AD in like your power forward, then play Bron as the small forward, and then you have either DeAndre Jordan or Dwight Howard as your centre. That's the only way you can start 2 out of the 3.
That's what I mean.
No, I know exactly, but
I think it's more the case what Joe said in terms of like they just had to fill the roster up.
Yeah,
definitely. I think he's more of a team suited. Where would you say he's suited for more?
Who?
Him, DeAndre Jordan. I don't think he's a Lakers player. I don't think they need him. I think it's silly that they signed him.
When he was at Brooklyn last season, he done okay. Do you know what I mean? He helped and everything like that. He wasn't bad there. I think, if I'm being honest with you, a team that could use a centre that is going to get you rebounds right now, probably, I'm not going to lie, it's probably either Orlando, Detroit, Houston.
So Atlanta use him? Or they don't really need him?
Atlanta, nah. Capela's very strong.
Thinking,
Capela's very strong in the balls.
Does the Phoenix need him?
Nah.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so. They got, obviously, Ayton's still there going strong. Do you know what I mean? He's pulling down double-doubles. Most nights, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And then you got Jalen Smith coming off the bench. He's very good from the draft. He's very, very good. I like him a lot.
Do you also think that the issue that the Lakers might have here is that when they got rid of Rondo, obviously he's at the Cavs now. Why did they not like bring another shooter in that is maybe as recognised as he was or he is now? Do you know what I'm saying? I think they've gone with a bit of younger talent, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they're at the point of the season where they realise that the all vets lineup isn't going to work. We need to bring young core back in again.
Yeah,
because young core is going to help Russ, Bron, AD.
Yeah,
they're going to
help.
Isn't it? Yeah, they're going to help them carry through because they're all right. Yeah, they're good. They're fit as you like. Do you know what I mean? They're as fit as a fiddle, but they are going to struggle.
They want to impress, though. That's the thing. Yeah. They'll play out of their shoes.
No, definitely.
To get through.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, a team that's not struggling.
Oh, not your bloody team.
Yeah. Team that's not struggling.
Here we go. It's played Dallas. Here we go.
It's a new year, new Dallas. 10-1 since New Year's Eve.
Porzingis back now as well.
Porzingis back. Doncic playing unbelievable. Triple double in the last 2-3 games. It's flowing.
It's flowing.
And I'll be honest, it's been a joy to watch because we had a rough December.
You would have, I remember in December we were just there roasting.
And I'm sitting there as well. And I was looking at it going, we're not even gonna make the run-in at one point because we was outside that run-in and I was like, what the hell's going on? This ain't right. But now But then they've done something which I'm very happy that they've done.
What have they done?
Dropped Tim Hardaway Jr. to the bench. I've never been more happier to see a man get dropped to the bench in my life.
Why did he need to drop in?
Right, take Duncan Robinson, right?
I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Who thinks he can shoot a 3 and everything.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Take Tim Hardaway and times that by 10.
Jesus. No. He's not that
The man
bad.
bricks so many threes, it's a joke. And then, to be fair, though, coming off the bench room has actually pushed his points up.
I think Tim's a player that relies on a lot of confidence. And he, being starting and stuff, he's thinking, okay, Coach J Kidd, trust me.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd, I've got to say, at the start of the season when he come in, I really, really thought that it was a bad appointment. I thought it was awful.
Yeah.
I thought it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help Dallas move forward in any way. I really thought Rick Carlisle last season was a great fit for him. He got you the wins, he got you to the playoffs and stuff like that. I thought, I'm a bit shocked at this. Why is Jay Kidd come in? Obviously, he's been assistant coach at the Lakers for a while. He was assistant coach when Vogel won the ring there.
Yeah.
He's come in. His efficiency's good.
For being an assistant coach, is that the same as being a head coach?
Well, Stephen Silas was an assistant coach for he's been assistant coach for his whole career.
Yeah.
And obviously this has come in over the last 2 years. Obviously he's been vast, but
I think Silas has done it the right way.
I'd say so,
because he's gone to like a team that isn't. He's taking a lot of L's at the moment. Yeah,
that's the whole thing. You've got to build it up. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. But he's got a group of youngsters. Christian Wood, Eric Gordon, and Jalen Green that he can use and work with.
Yeah.
Because if Stephen Silas went from assistant head coach to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Or if he went to a really big team, he's not got the experience there. Like Mike Budenholzer's got.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I get what you mean,
like Monty Williams can do, like Steve Nash can do. They can handle big egos there. Yeah. Stephen Silas has got he's got a young team, like you said, which is nice. Yeah. I like my team right now. All right, we're taking L's, but that's cool. I understand that. We're rebuilding. Yeah. It's gonna take 5-6 years. That's cool. Yeah. I'll stick by it. I trust the process.
Yeah,
which is
of course you got to do that. Yeah. But I'd say that's the thing though. I think if you're an assistant coach and you go into that GM role, it's better to start off at a lower team that is underperforming, because it means there's not that much pressure on you. There's less pressure on you to build them back up, or at least give them a starting point.
And I think show something, some progress, a process that a strategy. Really.
And Jay Kidd has done that for you. He's really he's shown. All right, Tim, you can't really do it for me starting. Let's try it as a 6-man. And Tim's probably gone, let's try it. He might not have liked it, but it's working nicely for you, and it's taking a lot more pressure off of Doncic.
Because what it's done as well, it's moved Jalen Brunson up.
Yeah, Jalen's now your starting point guard.
Who in my eyes looked so much better than Tim when he was off the bench. And that's what I was always saying. I was like, why can't they just swap? Because it's so simple. And like I said, it's taken the pressure off Luka, because he can actually play as that. He
can play as that too now, and he can shoot, he can grab the ball, and he can definitely pass the ball. We know that.
Yeah.
It means Porzingis has got less pressure as well, because it's not Luka always feeding him the ball.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because Porzingis, what I've noticed is he likes to play that power forward role rather than centre role.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because he's a stretch big, he can shoot.
Yeah.
As for me as a centre, I'm a bit of a traditional centre. I like a centre that's just going to dominate the paint.
No, of course, that's what they're for.
That's what they. Yeah, I don't like. If a centre can shoot, that's great. Like I'd love to have that.
It's just the icing on top, innit?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'd prefer just the traditional one that's just going to bully you in the paint. That's going to block, rebound.
But that's what the early 90s and the late 90s are all about, and early 2000s are all about.
The Patrick Ewings, the Shaqs, the Dikembe Mutombo, stuff like that. Just those ones, are the ones that really hit it for me. Porzingis, I see as a power forward. He's just a massive power forward, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bit like Markkanen at the minute on the Cavs playing small forward, and he's over 7 foot.
Yeah.
It's just a stretch big.
As I say though, do you think that with him being able to shoot, it gives him a different dimension of the centre? Because that means they don't have to be guarded more. No, it just makes the means that they can go into different areas and play different positions on the court.
What I notice a lot of the time when I watch Dallas play, or I've watched the Cavs or something like that, if Markkanen, Mobley, Porzingis, they come out on the perimeter, that big that is guarding them doesn't really know what to do. They stand off and quite far.
Yeah.
So it gives them the open
it gives them the space to go, all right, you don't know what I've got.
Yeah.
They make one, they still stand back because they're thinking, it was a lucky shot. And when you're consistently making, they start to go, okay, I actually need to get tight to them. And that's when they come up tight.
Yeah, and then they can play forward, they can get
exactly.
They can get the
and what you also as well is when you have that power forward or the centre that can pull out into the perimeter, you then have the either power forward or centre that then swap and rotate in. And if you've got someone like Porzingis, and say, I do think Dallas need a centre. I think that is a place where we can strengthen.
Well,
I know
you was in for Miles Turner. We will cover this at the end of the podcast. We're going to cover
a trade deadline.
We're going to cover some trade rumours and stuff like that. We will cover that. But you was in for Miles Turner. I think you're still interested.
I think that's a perfect fit.
All right. It probably is, and I'll tell you why for later on.
Oh, what are we doing like after the break?
We'll be back.
There is no break.
I do think that. All we need is we've got them shooters. We've got, like I said, if we can get someone with Porzingis to play as that centre, so Porzingis can play as the 4,
definitely.
Then I do think we can push far in. I'm not going to say we're going to win it.
I'd say
I'd love for us to win. We're not going to.
I say you need more. You need more depth in that squad.
Yeah,
I feel like if Luka and Porzingis go, like when they did, or when Luka went, I think you struggled for a while, didn't you?
You did struggle.
And I feel like a team like yours is you're the same as the Atlanta Hawks. If you lose, say, Trey, or you lose Luka, obviously they lose Trey, you lose Luka. Yeah. I feel like you sit there in the mud a bit and you lose that position in the league quite easily. Yeah.
No, I 100% think.
And I think if you look into obviously before the trade deadline hits, get maybe a shooter. I think that's one of the things you need, just as maybe a backup thing or something off the bench.
Yeah,
something to run.
Someone to run, because I like Jalen Brunson, but what he's asking for, I mean, he's asking for 4 years, $80 million.
Is he worth that though?
No,
exactly.
But we're gonna pay it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised because we have that gap in the salary.
Their cap is quite big. So they have that money, but if I was I'd offer Jalen Brunson maybe 2 years on $40 million instead of that, and then you've still got all of that money left in your cap
to go
out and free agent, save it for free agency. Do you know what I mean? There's still a load of free agents out there that are actually very good right now. I'm not being funny. Taco Fall's a free agent.
See, that's a shout.
That's a massive 6'7" centre.
But has he got the physicality of the NBA?
Oh yeah, massively.
Does he though? I think he's built a bit like a stick, bro. I generally cannot see him.
Bro, did you just not hear the height?
Lasting 82. I know he's 7'7" or something like that.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because all you got to do, he's got a fight obviously. But bro, the man's gonna be 5 inches above anyone.
Oh, yeah, I know.
The good thing about him, he can shoot as well.
Yeah, but someone that's that tall is gonna get injured a lot.
Oh yeah, more than likely. But
then that's where I think it'd probably be decent for Dallas.
He's a rotation player. I can see him playing 82 games.
Yeah, I don't think Taco Fall would be a player for you to start. I think he'd be someone that comes off the bench because you have Dwight Powell sitting in that centre right now. I like him.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's got a nice connection with Luka as well. Him and Luka are on that wavelength in terms of, all right, I'm going to screen, I'm then going to cut.
Yeah,
it's going into you. They know that.
Yeah,
which is nice, and I think that's what you need with your star player. You always need that kind of connection with one or two of the players that just understand what you're doing.
Definitely, yeah. It's like it's the brain of the team, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like what Russ tries to do for the Lakers, but it's not working.
It's not there though. No,
no, not at all.
Let's be honest. LeBron is the brain of that team, and he always will be.
He's the heart, soul, lungs.
He's everything.
He's the calf muscle. He's everything, bro. He's the left toenails. He's everything for that team, bro.
Speaking of Russ Westbrook in his old team, OKC,
in the mud.
It's one of the saddest tragedies of all time.
I mean, Jack got very angry about it.
Well, you would though. They've gone from having.
Yeah, I mean, he kept going to me. He was like, first round pick merchant.
They are,
and I'm sitting there going, right. They're poor at the moment, and they're going to be poor for quite a while.
Yeah, it's not going to change.
But okay.
What run are they on now?
They're on a bad run.
They're probably on like an 0-12 or something.
While you're talking about it, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, go for it.
I think that it isn't the worst thing.
What they go for a bad thing?
Of what they're doing.
What do you mean?
So like where they're just gaining first round picks for the whole draft.
You say that though, but it just ends up making their team a joke.
It does at the moment.
Bro, they've lost Harden, they've lost Westbrook, they've lost Durant in the last 6 years.
Yeah, but then
I'll be honest, a bit longer in it. Last 8 years. Yeah. But as I'm going to say, they've lost those players, and what have they got for it? Josh Giddey.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
So OKC right now, their total wins right now is 14 wins, 29.
Jesus.
Yeah. In the conference, they're sitting. They're sitting 14th in the conference, just above Houston on like 10 wins or 20. I don't really know that bit. Actually, I can tell you. Yeah, so they're 14 and 29. So in the conference, they're 10 and 20. In their division, in the Northwest Division, they are sitting bottom of it in 1 and 5. Yeah. At home, they've won 18, lost 14. Away, they've won 6, lost 15.
Yeah.
The last 10 games, they've won 2, lost 8, and right now they're on a current 2-game losing streak.
It's not. It's awful, but it's not as bad as I thought it was.
No,
but you say this, but like, I think it's their head office's issue here. I think when you have all those players there, and you think, oh, let's get a first round pick, you don't know what could be coming there. The thing you could end up with a 14th pick in the first round. This is what I mean.
Like,
but then you can also look at it on the flip side.
Well, you could get someone that's really underrated, and
you could get a top 10 protected pick, but that's fine. Mm. My issue with it is like you said, Joe. They lost Harden first. Harden was the first piece to go. Yeah. He wasn't happy with that 6-man role. Houston come in and said, "Look, we'll give you that role." That's it.
History. They gave him a 6-man role.
He was 6-man at OKC for quite a while.
I think that's their issue there. He
was playing 6-man for quite a while. And obviously Houston took him in and said, we're going to give you that starting chance.
Then he won MVP.
And then that was it. The rest is history. You know what I mean? The next thing that happened was Durant going. Durant went to OKC. No, Durant went to Golden State, sorry.
Golden State, yeah, you are right.
Won 2 rings, which is great. Paul George has then gone to OKC. All right?
Which is a good replacement, and I'd say at least.
I still remember the trade package for it.
What was it? Go for it.
It was Victor Oladipo, Domantas Sabonis, Doug McDermott, and maybe a couple picks.
What, for Paul George?
For Paul George. And this is Indiana Paul George. Like, this isn't just a Clippers Paul George. This is top-tier Indiana PG-13, which was unbelievable.
That's a very good trade.
Do you know what I mean?
But then also, then where did he go after that? He went to Thingy.
Well, no, like, he went from the Pacers to OKC.
Yeah.
Spent about 2 years there, I think. And then, Paul George has gone.
He's at Clippers now.
He's gone to the Clippers. Once Paul George had gone, guess what? Russ said, I want out too.
Well, yeah, because then he's left by himself with Steven Adams.
And Russ.
Hey.
Jason Moamba.
Diss that man.
Steven Adams.
And Russ has then gone to Houston, but in return for Chris Paul. So you got to think, when they had Russ, KD, Harden, they were a playoff team. Then they had just Russ and KD.
But that's 3 MVP contenders.
Exactly. And then Russ and KD, they were still playoff team.
Yeah.
Russ and Paul George, still playoff team. And then
you lose that other superstar.
And then they both go. Chris Paul goes in. He's playing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as his best player. He's playing with Lou Dort at your small forward. Steven Adams is your big. Darius Baisley at your 4, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But guess what? Chris Paul still took him to that playoff. He still took him there.
He's a merchant for that, though.
He took him there 2 years running.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Phoenix go. Hi, mate. He took him to the finals.
You know what I will say about Chris Paul? He seems like he can get the best out of players.
Oh, he can.
He's turned D-Book into an MVP stature. I don't mean to talk about D-Book in that way, but I think Chris Paul has that standard. I think I could see him being a coach when he leaves the NBA as a player.
He will.
The way that he can control that floor, the way he controls the team, I think he does. Look at Steve Nash.
Yeah.
Controlling the nets, doing well. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's very much the same sort of player and going to end up being the same sort of coach.
What it is, it's the point guards more than anything, because they are the ones that bring the ball up.
That's the brain, yeah.
They have the IQ of it. That's why J Kidd is doing so well now, because he's settled in.
Yeah, and he's found his
that's what I mean.
He's strategy.
Yeah. But I don't know what's gone wrong with OKC. I really don't, because all I can really think is that they thought, we get a first round pick there. But what have they actually got from it? They've got Josh Giddey as the best player from the draft.
All I'm saying is, do you think that they could have held on to Harden?
No.
Yeah, easy.
Westbrook and KD.
All they had to do was just give Harden that starting role.
No.
They hold on to the three of them for a couple more years. Golden State come knocking, KD goes. That's without a doubt. KD is
if they all stay and KD then goes, do they still win a ring? I don't think they do.
If it's just Russ,
KD is very key to that.
If it's Russ and Harden, they don't win a ring, because at this point
it didn't work at Houston, to be honest.
It didn't at all. Because at this point, what you got to think is this OKC team with the 3 of them. Russ has been in the league a couple of years. He's already kind of developed his numbers player role.
Yeah.
KD's developed his scoring role. And Harden was just sitting here.
Because sort of chilling.
Because you got to think, Harden is both of them. He's got a scoring role and a numbers role.
Yeah.
And that's why the 3 of them would never work together.
Yeah, it was just like a big superstar team.
Yeah, it was just a big 3. And I think if the three of them had stayed together, they probably could have won a ring. Take KD out the equation. No, they don't.
Well, because KD is a constant MVP contender every single season.
And then you put Paul George in that question. Yeah. Would Harden, Paul George, and Russ win a ring? I'd say so. Then you take
give it a good shot.
Then you take Russ out the equation. I'm just saying this: if Harden stayed all his career, then you take Russ out the equation because obviously he was eventually going to go. I reckon. You put Chris Paul in there. There's your ring.
Yeah, definitely.
That is your ring.
But as I'll say, I feel that as a time in everyone's career, every player's career, where they think, "Fuck this! I'm going to the place I can find it or get a ring," or there's the biggest chance of it. That's why I think we saw Harden goes to the Nets.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because he saw KD there. He saw Kyrie. Obviously, Kyrie's not fucking playing.
He isn't.
Yeah, but he's got Blake Griffin off the bench, obviously. But I think that's where they think about. I think that's where he's thought. Oh yeah, this is my time to win a ring. Yeah, no. He deserves one.
He does. Definitely.
No question. But I think there's a time in your career you think you don't want to be known for that. You just got one MVP. I'm not saying it's not a good thing, but the ring is the thing you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And now Giannis has got one. I can see him getting many. I just wanted to name drop him obviously because of that, but. I think you get the MVP, and obviously that's good for your individual career. But you want to be known as that player that carried a team or was the reason that your team won.
Yeah.
Cause think about how many fans there are in America that watch this, and then all around the world.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just known as that geezer that carried them. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why everyone loves Giannis now.
I mean, touching on Harden quick.
Go for it.
I did read something the other day. There are actually reports that he wants out of Brooklyn.
Doesn't look it.
I know, don't look it, but apparently...
Don't look at the moment.
Why would there be reports, though? I don't understand that.
This is the thing. I couldn't understand it either.
Is it because he's not main guy?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he knew he wasn't going to be the main guy going there in the first place.
Well, yeah, KD was already been signed, so was Kyrie. I'd say Kyrie.
So, I mean, they both had 4-year deals on them. He knew that he wasn't going to be a main guy when he went there. He's gone there thinking, I'm going to go there, win a ring in my first season, happy days, and I can be lazy, I can go wherever I want after that. And it hasn't worked out. Obviously, now Kyrie's not playing, KD's injured. He's thinking, I'm back at Houston. Because it's just him.
Yeah, word.
That's all he's thinking. He's thinking, I'm back here. Like, what is wrong? What's gone wrong?
KD being out for 4 to 6 games isn't the best thing as well.
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks is a.
That's the last thing you want as being Harden as well. Because I could see him dropping down the rankings, meaning they get a harder play.
They will
in the second round maybe. But
definitely. But it's just a weird one, isn't it? It's
See, this is where my statement gets backed up,
which is
that the Bulls could win it. Because it's shown. I know.
KD will be back by then, bro.
Did you not see what the Warriors did to them?
Yes, but then did you see what who done the Warriors?
Yeah, Milwaukee done the Warriors. That's cool.
No, it weren't Milwaukee.
No, it was
Milwaukee done them as well, but it was someone else.
Not clear.
I don't know about that one because I know they got.
Might have been Memphis.
Memphis did do them, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But any team at the moment can beat anyone.
Memphis didn't do them by that much. It was a close game. Milwaukee absolutely tore them apart.
Yeah,
literally. Me and Joe were sitting there watching it. It was like near enough the end of the first quarter.
It's like 15 points.
Golden State 2, Milwaukee 16.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, because I walked in and I went, "Oh."
You walked in. We all said that they're getting dicked, mate. Trust me.
I'm sitting there going. I left for like 10 minutes. And I've come back, and all of a sudden this has happened.
And then the next game, the Warriors had the Bulls, and we've gone, "Oh yeah, it'll be a good game." They absolutely tore them apart.
Didn't the Grizzlies beat the Bucks?
No, they beat the Bulls as well. Memphis beat the Bulls.
I think Memphis are the team.
I mean, right now they're sitting third in the conference.
They're lethal at the moment.
Imagine if Jar carries him to a ring. That'd be ridiculous.
I love him enough already, but I think I'd love him more if he did that.
He ain't gonna do it.
But he'll be getting jersey sales everywhere. You've already got one, Jack. I'm gonna get one.
I want to get the.
I'll say, if he takes him to the final, we'll get one.
Go get a ticket in America. Go watch it.
You can. If anyone wants to fund me that, you are more than welcome to.
You can, but I won't be there.
I'll send you my online banking if anyone wants to send me the money for that.
There you go. Happy days.
ESPN, hit us up. No.
I mean, we lost to Memphis by 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With no Caruso, Lonzo, Zach LaVine, Derek Jones Jr. That's three of the starters and our best sixth man, and their best sixth man. Sorry,
you didn't name DeRozan there, did you?
No, DeRozan was the only one that played
with Lonzo.
No, Lonzo didn't play.
Huh?
Lonzo's
That's what I'm saying. That's when we say DeRozan for MVP. I feel like if he's really an MVP candidate, he can do anything.
Do you know what I mean? And he carried him through, but he couldn't get the win.
he put up 25.
So I mean, he carried him through, but couldn't get the win. And at that point, I'm thinking in that game, he's thinking, I'm back at San Antonio.
What the fuck do I need to do to get up? Yeah.
Like, no, because you. I'm sorry, right? There's been like how Harden is with having KD out.
Sacramento are better now. When DeRozan was there, oh my god, it was awful.
No. Hang on. What I'm saying is like he's like, I'm back at thingy.
Yeah.
On his ones. No, I mean there's 3 of the 5 starts there that are out.
Yeah, I know, but still. Like,
you say that Sacramento are a nothing team, bro. Like, they're like one of the bin teams.
No, sorry, I meant San Antonio, not Sacramento.
I was about to say,
San Antonio, sorry, my bad.
Even then, what's happened to San Antonio? Who's even there now?
DeJounte Murray.
Is that it?
Baller. Right now, yeah, that's all.
Because they used to be They were menacing.
It was Tony Parker, Ginobili, Bellinelli, Duncan.
Great team, bro.
It was brilliant. But, it is what it is. Unfortunately, those teams are no longer.
Well, yeah, it's weird to see that you go from having all these teams that are on top for so long, and now they're not even in the contention.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
It is hard to see. I think obviously Golden State have pulled through the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Obviously with Steph and Clay and KD, Iguodala,
Draymond Green.
Yeah, Draymond Green.
He's been massive for them.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Golden State game, Brooklyn game when they got blown out.
What was it?
Huh?
What was it? Score?
Yeah, it was full strength. The Golden State game was 42.
Yeah.
Point blowout.
What, win or loss?
Loss.
What's the Nets?
Golden State.
Oh. Well, the Nets lost 42 points to the...
No. Bulls lost.
Oh, you said Nets, bro. I was like,
yeah, no. The Golden State game and the Nets game.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, and they lost by 26 against the Nets. They were both.
That's a weak Warriors team, though.
No, this is the Bulls. Both them games are from the Bulls.
Right. No, this is exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think the Bulls have the capability to get. They have the capability to be a menace in the finals. Yeah. I don't think
they haven't got.
They get through. They don't have
the 4-game losing streak.
But they don't have the team for it. They got DeRozan, yeah, fair enough. They got Lonzo.
To say they're on a
Caruso.
Yeah, but to say they're on a 4-game losing streak now, that clearly shows that they're not ready for that.
They can't handle the what's it called? Mid-season, end season.
They can't handle Levine being out.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I'm with you on this one now.
Yeah.
But I still think they'll, if they have their full fit 5, and a Caruso off the bench,
they should give 10 points at least a game.
They will be in the finals.
No, they'll make a run for it. They'll make a good statement for it. I don't think they go to the finals though.
They need that figure. They need that figurehead. They need
you got to think.
Who could you get in there that would make their team like an MVP sort of MVP,
like a
championship sort of team?
If I'm being honest with you, Jeremy Grant from the Pistons.
Do you really think?
Definitely. I said this camp multiple times. I said, you put Jeremy Grant in that team. All right, Lonzo's not an all-star yet, but he has so much capability and potential of being that all-star. You got Levine and DeRozan, they're both all-stars. You got Vucevic as an all-star. Jeremy Grant is still very young.
Yeah.
And he carries the Pistons night in, night out.
Yeah.
He's big. He's a stretch 4, and I'm not being funny. Having him on that team, that gives Chicago every dimension because they have slashers in DeRozan, Levine, but Levine can shoot. DeRozan can pop a midi. Then you got 2 stretch bigs. You got Grant that can shoot slasher. You got Vooch that will grab you boards, blocks, everything. He can pull up from deep. He'll shoot the midi if he really needs to.
Yeah.
Lonzo's there as your team player.
Yeah,
he'll dish that ball to you. You got Caruso off the bench. That's when I say, all right, maybe they go all the way.
Well, that's what made Lonzo such a big thing when obviously he was drafted was his range of passing.
Yeah, his passing.
Everyone used to watch it in high school when he's playing with his brothers.
Chino Hills.
Even there, you saw his the passing range, and it's come through the NBA a lot.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I want to see him progress because there's so much potential for the Ball brothers, and I want to see it actually come to light.
Melo.
I know Melo. You can't really say obviously he won.
Melo will go further than Lonzo.
Oh, of course he will. We said this before, I think.
The one that I do want to see in the league, I don't know what the chances are of happening.
Jello?
It's obviously Jello.
Well, isn't he G League in the moment?
He's Hornets G League.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm still aware, but yeah, I want to see him in the league because.
But is he only at Hornets G League because of Lonzo?
No, it's
Melo. Sorry.
No, it's because of LeVar.
Yeah.
LeVar got him in there. That's the only reason. But because LeVar is so stubborn he's so stubborn and stuck up on his statement in terms of saying, yeah, my 3 sons are going to be in the league. They're going to play together on the same team. No, they're not. they're really not. All right, they might make it into the league together.
Yeah. You wouldn't have a team that would want to sign all 3 of them.
No, because that means they lose. You've got to deal with LeVar Ball in the dressing room.
Shouting at you.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, if you lose, you get blown out. That's the coach's job to have a go at you. Why do you want LeVar Ball in there going, Melo, you got to play hard. Lonzo, this. Jello, that. You don't want that. You want your coach to stand there and just go.
Yeah. You don't need a big attitude.
Well, that was good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, it's like in any sport, you have parents that think they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he does know what he's doing. But I'm saying it's not his role to do.
No, not at all. It's not his coaching role.
No.
But do you want to move on?
We'll move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Little rant about LaMelo Ball.
To just quickly, it's not going to take it. It's about KD.
Not being injured. 4 to 6 weeks.
They reckon.
What is that? That's going to be around 12 games.
It's about that
12. I reckon 12 to 15.
Yeah, that's a lot of games. They could lose very big positions. I think we said it earlier.
Like Jack said, this might hinder his MVP.
Well, definitely. That's an 8 for the season. Bro.
Once it come up on my phone the other night, saying he was out, I said no, over and over and over, and I think it could really affect his MVP statement because if he doesn't come back from this injury and still does what he's doing, MVP's done. And then MVP will probably go to Giannis for some stupid reason.
No, LeBron.
Do you think?
38 years old, bro, and he's carrying the Lakers somehow. I can see. There is a part of me I can see a Lakers Bucks final.
Nah.
There's part of me that just sees it. I don't know why.
No.
I don't know if it's a Lakers fanboy in me, but I can see it for some reason.
I'd like it. I'd like it.
One final showdown. I think then LeBron will then take it off and then just go where Bronny goes after that.
I'd like it.
Yeah,
I would like it.
It's not going to happen.
No, it won't happen. But
you can dream.
It's the idea of it. Do you know what I mean?
It's
the thought of seeing LeBron and Giannis go head to head one last time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But then there's thing like KD.
It's also like passing the baton on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but we've known that the last couple of years that Giannis is going to run the league.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But that'd be iconic. If LeBron plays Giannis in the last game. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it would be one last dance, as Michael Jordan says.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of it.
Yeah. Without KD, though, I feel like he needs to be there for the league, just for the fact that it brings validity to the championship. If you've got to beat a strong Nets team of Harden, Durant, if Kyrie plays, you then got to beat Giannis and Keith Middleton. And then you beat that Lake. Oh yeah, Drew. Sorry.
Brook Lopez should be back as well. Yeah? So you'll have Brook Lopez back. You got Bobby Portis that just for some reason loves the playoffs.
Yeah. You've got to beat the men. Do
you know what I mean? He just loves the playoffs.
The thing is like during normal season, he just grabs rebounds.
Yeah.
He puts up a 20-point game here and there, but Bobby Portis just grabs those rebounds over and over and over.
And that's what you want in the centre.
Yeah. And then you've got to beat obviously Memphis.
Yeah, you've got
very
Memphis.
challenges.
You've got
Atlanta.
Golden State.
Golden State,
Phoenix, Atlanta.
You've got,
you will have a Brooklyn
Bulls,
to beat.
Chicago. Sorry,
you'll have Chicago to beat. You're gonna have.
This is gonna be one of the best. If you can win this ring, this is gonna be a goated season.
It's gonna be a very tough ring.
You know what?
Definitely.
I'm gonna chuck it in there. You're gonna have to beat Houston for it as well.
Oh, behave yourself.
Sorry.
Right, thanks for watching the podcast.
Not having this.
No,
maybe when they're on that what run?
We were on like a 7-8 run, but no, we just.
I mean, I look at the playoffs this year, and like most teams can win a 7.7 game series.
Yeah.
Out of any of them teams.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like I could see Brooklyn v I don't know who.
Chicago.
No.
That's later game. Isn't
I mean, like someone from like the first round.
Well, if we're doing it this way, all right. The way that it'll work, if the playoffs were right now and the current standings, I'm not going to include. I'll just go down to 8. Yeah. I'm not going to do play-in and stuff like that. Yeah. So Chicago will play Washington.
See, I could see Washington beating them.
What, in a 7-game series?
No, not the power. They've got Bradley Beal.
All right. Miami being the second seed would play Charlotte.
The Melo could give him an issue. Kelly Oubre. Yeah, to be fair, that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
It's a hard one.
Miami, I can't lie.
Brooklyn being the third seed.
Yeah.
This is spicy. Would play Philadelphia.
I don't think that's an issue though.
No.
With Embiid, there's no Ben Simmons there. I don't think there's an issue.
But then
there,
Embiid is carrying, but can he carry for a 7-game series?
But he can't carry for a KD Harden run. Do you know what I'm saying?
But going back
and
to the Miami one.
Kyrie can play three or four of those games depending on where they finish.
Going back to that Miami one,
Charlotte.
You gotta think that'd be a tasty game.
That'd go to 6 games. I won't go to full 7.
No, it'd go full 7.
Nah, I think it's 6 as well. I agree with Jack.
What? Who wins it?
Miami
definitely.
Miami
I think Miami, the strength overall will end up just washing them out. I think in the
Miami
end
have got the depth on the bench. They've got your favourite player on the bench.
Tyler Hero.
No, Duncan Robinson.
No. Sorry.
Prick.
Sorry, I love Tyler Hero.
And then
he's off the bench still.
And then
I know that's a joke, bro.
The last game, like in the first round for the East, would be Cleveland at the 4th seed.
Yeah.
Going up against Milwaukee at the 5th.
Is there any chance that Colin Sexton can be back for that?
No.
Oh.
No, he's out for the whole season.
But do you not know who could be?
Who?
Ricky Rubio.
Oh, that gives the Cavs, with Kevin Love.
Sure? I thought he was out for the season.
Nah, they said maybe playoffs. They said he's out. They said he's out
what
for the
round,
normal season.
What round of the playoffs are we talking about though? We're talking first round?
They said he was out for the normal season.
Yeah.
But has every possibility of coming back for the
playoffs. That makes sense. And then going to the West.
Yeah, go for the West.
Phoenix being at the 1st seed.
Yeah.
Would play the Lakers being at 8th.
Yeah, that's
see something like that.
That's a final. No, it wasn't.
That's a finals game.
It's a conference finals rematch. Round.
So you could see the Lakers go and beat them in 7 games, right?
I think that Phoenix beat them.
They probably do.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like it's not a guaranteed win though.
No, it's not.
You know when you look at it and you go, oh, that's a 4-0.
That's a 4-3 win. That.
I think that goes to 7.
Yeah,
that goes 7.
Definitely goes game 7.
The second game would be Golden State at the 2.
Yeah.
Going up against Minnesota. I reckon that goes 6.
6 or 7. See,
I think Cat carries a few of those games for Minnie and gets them through.
Maybe Anthony Edwards pops up.
You'd have a full strength Warrior squad going into that as well.
Well, Clay's now looking back to normal.
Yeah, I saw that hit a buzzer beater didn't he, last night.
That's why I think it goes to 6 and Golden State take it in 6.
Maybe.
Memphis at the 3rd seed.
Yeah.
Play Denver.
Hard game.
That's a tough game to call.
Memphis over Denver?
Well, no, that's what the seeding is.
I know Jokic is there, but I'm saying I think that Ja just carries that.
He probably does, but what I'm saying it's still a hard game.
I know. Yeah, I know you got the MVP there.
I'm going to be ambitious. I'm going to say Memphis win it in 5.
That's what I was thinking. 5.
I'd say a 4.
But even then, I'm still looking.
4-0 sweep.
Yeah.
Really?
Nah.
I don't know what it is. I feel like Jokic. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think Ja is on a mission this year. I don't know what it is. The way I'm seeing him play is just like what is going on here.
But then I'm looking at that.
He's on roids or something.
And I'm thinking it could be a 4-0.
Or it could be.
It could go to a 7.
Yeah. Well, they could get it blown out.
I don't exactly. Know. Yeah. You don't know where.
That's why I like the league this year because it's so unpredictable.
Yeah, no, it is very.
Yeah.
And the final game of the first round in the West would be Utah.
Yeah.
Dallas.
That's hard.
Donovan Mitchell.
That goes to a 7-game series.
Jack's face, I mentioned Donovan Mitchell.
That goes to 7.
He's now in. Was he in COVID protocols?
No, he's in concussion protocols.
Concussion protocols.
Yeah. He took a little
bump.
He took a
is that a thing?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
I thought it was COVID protocols.
No, there's concussion.
I didn't know there were so many different protocols.
You got health and safety protocols, and you got concussion ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I still think Dallas win that as long as Porzingis and Lucas stay fit.
Yeah, I think Dallas win it, providing they can out rebound Gobert.
See, I think that's the issue. That's the issue you're gonna have.
You got to think
Gobert.
He's a 3 times defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
It's not easy to block him, out rebound him, anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm sorry, right?
It's not easy.
When your last 5 games have been over 15 rebounds.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Defensive player of the year will probably go to him again.
And it's deserved.
No, 100% deserved. 100%.
Like the only one that could maybe push for it is Giannis.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well,
But even then-
Giannis is top of the rankings, to be fair. You say that. He's top of the rankings now.
Yeah, but even then, though, that's because Gobert was injured. He's just come back.
Oh, okay.
But, like, that's what he's come back from injury for the last 2-3 games.
Yeah.
Has already taken down 12 to 15 rebounds.
Yeah.
Like, the man's that's going to be Dallas's issue.
Yeah, as long as you can do something about it. If you bring somebody in before the deadline,
Unless we bring Gobert in.
won't happen. You need to bring Miles Turner in.
Miles Turner will be the shout.
Let's go on to trades then. Might as well.
Yeah.
Miles Turner to Dallas is probably the best option.
Yeah.
He's also been linked with like the Knicks, Atlanta, stuff like that. But I think Dallas fits him nicely.
Yeah.
It gives Dallas another stretch big, which is nice. It also gives them the defensive
That's what
presence.
they need. Yeah.
You got to think Miles Turner is the blocks leader. He leads the NBA every year in blocks per game.
Yeah.
Every year. It doesn't matter, even if he's out for a couple of weeks.
For any team, that's what they need. Any team needs a blocker.
In terms of your playoff run, if that's how the playoffs were starting in the way that I've just read it out, Miles Turner goes up against Gobert and it is a good matchup. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's a very good matchup.
It's a good little game. Who else are we saying? I wanted to put something in here. I didn't know. It's a bit sceptical. I said about getting Russ getting traded.
Yeah, I mean,
I couldn't see how this is probably not going to happen, but I think
it won't happen now.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen how the Lakers play without a Russ in there. Because I think it frees them up.
The only reason why it don't happen now is just because they haven't got the assets.
Oh yeah, no.
Like for what the Lakers would ask for, a lot of teams don't really want to give up.
No.
It'd be a lot of picks and it'd be another superstar player, and no team really wants to give that player up yet.
Yeah, definitely not for picks, especially when it's like the mid-season. This is getting on to the end of the season.
And you're thinking you got a Russ that's coming towards the end of his career.
Yeah, and he's all about points at the moment for himself.
At the minute, yeah.
Well,
I just wanted to put it in there.
We've got a trade. It's already happened today.
Go for it.
It's the one you said earlier.
Oh, Bol goes to Boston.
Bol and PJ Dozier
go to Boston. Bryn Forbes goes to Denver. And
Juanco Hernandez.
Yeah, Juan Hernandez.
And a Denver 2028 second round pick.
I didn't understand. You said 2028, and I was there like. That's 6 years
it's
away.
ages away.
6 years away.
It's ages away, but it's just there. They can use that as value now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Still,
so
6 years away.
So who gets the pick? Who is that?
That's San Antonio.
So San Antonio, that's good for them. That's really good for them because it means they can eventually use that pick and go, all right, DeJounte Murray's now at this level. We know he's at a good level right now.
And all it takes for a 5-star recruit to show off.
Exactly, and then that's it. I think what Boston are going to do though, because PJ Dozier is actually out for the whole season.
Yeah,
he tore his ACL, and Bol is injured right now. But the Celtics don't care about him passing physical and all that. They're just going to get him. They're going to waive both of them off, so then they're both free agents, which is great.
Yeah.
But then it makes the trade cap that they have even bigger now. So Boston can go out.
Yeah, but get someone else.
And maybe they can get somebody in. I'm gonna put it out there.
That needs to help Thingy. Needs to help what's it called Jaylen Brown and Thingy.
I'm gonna tell you now. I'd like Boston to go out maybe and get John Collins from Atlanta.
It's a shout.
It's not a bad shout.
It gives them the defense they need.
Yeah, but would Atlanta let him go?
Yeah, no. John Collins has expressed he's not happy. He wants to go.
Yeah.
He's expressed he's not happy because all the scoring is going through Trey.
Oh wait, no, you are right.
John Collins doesn't like it. He wants to be part of that.
Yeah.
Apparently, as well. So that's always.
Yeah, but sorry, you say that though, but Jason Tatum, ball hog. Yeah. Jaylen Brown, ball hog.
But I think you bring John Collins into that, it brings him another element of scoring though.
Yeah, but then he's going to be third fiddle instead of second.
To be fair, I'd even put him at third now. I wouldn't even put him second fiddle.
Seriously?
I put Capella above him any day.
Oh, okay.
It's not that I love Capella from his Houston days or anything like that. I just really like Capella.
That's fair enough.
Another trade that's apparently going on is Sacramento want Sabonis.
Yeah.
And they're using De'Aaron Fox as part of the trade.
Oh, it's not a bad little trade.
It's not bad.
They both get a quality player out of both.
I don't know the full. All I know is apparently Sacramento want Sabonis.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're putting De'Aaron Fox in as part of the trade.
It's not awful.
I feel like they both get what they want out of it, probably. As long as they're both fine with it. Like, De'Aaron Fox has been at Sacramento for years, bro.
Like it's not awful completely. Like it works. I don't know. So this one here is from it's from Shams from ESPN. He's a reliable source.
Yeah, I've one more. Go on.
So apparently the Knicks are looking to trade for Zion.
Zion?
I don't really know
why.
Why.
While he's injured?
So obviously the Knicks bought in Cam Reddish, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the New York front office loves the idea of putting Zion with his buddies from Duke in Cam Reddish and RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
So the trade would look like this. To be fair, it's a massive blockbuster trade. I'm not going to lie to you. Zion and Brandon Ingram go to New York.
Jesus Christ! Right.
That's good. That's very good for New York.
And the Pelicans receive Julius Randle, Emmanuel Quickley, Obi Toppin, a 2022 first round pick, and a 2025 first round pick. My eyes.
That's it.
Oi,
that's fair.
My eyes.
Is that Mikey?
Could be.
Do you run the risk of that and you get a top level recruit?
I don't know, but in my eyes, that trade don't work.
What?
Why would New Orleans give up both of their superstars? Well, Zion ain't even a superstar.
For the risk, for the risk of the two getting 2 first round draft picks. I think that's for those two. Considering Zion hasn't really, he's always injured. Brandon Ingram, of course, he's started to pull up. He's carrying the Pelicans, but
because when you look at it,
I think it makes sense. I agree with that trade. I think it's a good idea.
When you look at it, so you'd have Zion, RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, Brandon Ingram, and maybe Mitchell Robinson. So
that shakes up New York nicely.
So that if you start them 5, which probably doesn't happen, Cam Reddish still comes off the bench. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
It'd still be it'd be Kemba Walker starting still. Then you'd have Cam Reddish at your 2, Ingram at your 4, at your 3, sorry. Zion at your 4, Mitchell Robinson at your 5.
Yeah.
I like it, to be fair.
I think it's a good trade.
I think the issue you got though, is Quickly and Obi Toppin, fair enough. Getting rid of Julius Randle could be a hit.
It could, but then you're getting.
I know you're getting him back. I still think it's a big hit, and also with your point about Zion being injured all the time.
He's constantly injured.
But I think that with him being at the Knicks and with all his mates and stuff, he'll want to push his rehab to be better and come back properly.
Yeah, but then surely, even if you're at the Pelicans, you want to show off what you can do. You'd be pushing it anyway.
You got to remember.
I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't.
He's known as washed at the moment, bro. He's known as wasted talent.
Yeah, you got to think. This man was what, the 2020 first round pick.
Oh, I know.
He went number 1 in the draft, and even still, he got injured more or less straight away. He missed half of that season, and then made a statement for Rookie of the Year too late.
Yeah.
In which Jar had already pushed and won that. So it's just one of them ones, isn't it? It's a weird one.
Yeah, well, Jar surprised. Well, didn't really surprise us, but he just showed potential. He's carrying it on.
And now this year he's just
something else. But no, I do like that trade. I think Zion needs a change. I don't think not for just his injury. I think you are right with the whole thing of maybe being with his mates. I think
he's got company. You know what I mean, that he can trust. Yeah, because when he starts playing,
but he's played with them before. Do you know what I'm saying? That's literally just like rekindling. It's like when you.
I can see if that trade happens, I can see them 3 having a lot of fun on the court. I can see it going back to Duke days where they're just throwing it up to each other. I can really see it.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I think. I think he'll play better.
Yeah.
He also has that trust as well. Yeah. In when you have obviously with your 2 buddies.
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah. No, definitely. Let's call it wraps there then.
Yeah, I say we call it wraps there.
But thank you for joining us. Now episode of the Triple Double. Let us know in the comments, or it depends what you're watching this on tweet us. Wonder what kind of trades you fancy. But thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time.
And what players you want?